Hello and welcome to Maximize Your Potential. I'm Brian Sexton, and we've got a great show for you today. I'm joined, as always, by the big guy, David Sillick. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, Brian.
Back from vacation, you look well rested.
Yes, somewhat rested.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hiking.
A lot of hiking?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need a vacation.
Well, for Lynn and I.
From the vacation. Vacation from the vacation is next week.
Yeah, that's not going to happen either. Fishing season's here.
Well, I'm going to make you work here for the next 7 to 10 minutes as we talk to Alia from the Montrose Environmental Group about maximizing potential. First of all, you've been here in the marketing business for more than 20 years.
I have.
But you're not working with home builders or some of the previous clients you've had. You have gone very specific. You have gone, I don't want to say niche, but you're in the environmental world. Tell us about that move that you made.
I am, and I'm proud to have been in Jacksonville since 2002. And you're right, I went from really B2B, broad-based, some B2C, and the last about 10 years I've been doing a lot of environmental services marketing.
Okay.
It's been great. I'm really happy doing it. And my undergraduate degree was in biology, so it's kind of between business. When I went back for my MBA, it's been a nice merging of my real formal background. So pretty cool.
Now, Montrose is a public company.
Montrose Environmental is a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange.
Remediation.
But we do, we're a full service integrated vertical solution company, and we do everything from identifying environmental challenges, if you will, quantifying them, and then remediating them. So it's a little bit of everything. The divisions I'm responsible for are the emerging contaminants. So if you guys have ever heard of PFAS, the forever chemicals, they were synthetically created back in the 40s, I believe, by DuPont. And if you ever, or our parents used Teflon. You guys remember having Teflon pans, right? That's what they coated it with. PFAS is hydrophobic, so water doesn't stick to it. And so they've realized over many, many years and a lot of research that it can be not so good for all of our health and the environment.
Especially if you use metal spatulas in a
And
Teflon
you're scraping that
pan.
stuff
And
up
you're
into your
scraping
food.
it off. That's right. How many times have our parents made breakfast for us using those Teflon pans, or, you sliding the egg off onto your plate? So here we are, 30, 40, 50 years later, and now they've realized that it's really not safe for the human population or the environment. And so we're really, really good. The division I work for is called ECT2, and we are really good at removing PFAS from all types of water matrices. So whether it's drinking water, whether it is landfill leachate, wastewater, just about anything, and industrial processed water.
And you have some international responsibilities as well.
We do. I'm responsible for marketing communications in the U.S., Europe, and Australia. So yeah, we're pretty busy, to say the least.
You say we are really, really good. That sounds like maximizing your potential.
It does.
How? Why is Montrose really, really good?
Great question. And it's founded on the research and development that all our PhDs and all the scientists do. So we've got over about 52 PhDs that work for Montrose. And in particular, the ECT2 gang has patented over 24 different types of processes and methods for removing emerging contaminants from all different types of water and vapor. So when I say we're really good, it's not just the R&D that goes on, but actually these patents internationally that we filed and have the intellectual property on. So,
without revealing any trade secrets,
sure.
What's the company's greatest emerging concern?
Well, right now PFAS is hot and heavy, right? Because there's been a lot of EPA regulation related to it. The administration may be changing things, but Lee Zeldin, our new EPA administrator, seems to be very supportive of the dangers of PFAS. And to date, he's been, pretty supportive of ongoing regulations, and we hope it'll continue. 1,4-dioxane is another emerging contaminant. Selenium, which is another one that's in a lot of coal ash, and it's a lot of metals you'll find it in. And so I would say as we look forward to the future, selenium, and then of course, the R&D team is already thinking about lithium, right? Because you think about all these batteries, right? Well, where does the battery go once it's used its life, basically? And so lithium is another thing that they're talking about and doing a lot of R&D on now.
Since the show is called Maximizing Your Potential.
Sure.
Right? And this has been home for you for more than 20 years. There's a lot of people who tune into the Daily News Network who are looking to improve themselves, to maximize their own potential. How about a tip? Something that you've done, something you've read, someone you've met, that will help someone today find a way to maximize their potential based maybe on your experience?
Yeah, awesome question. And I think you can never stop learning. And I would never tell anyone to, if you ever get the opportunity to take a class, take a course, get a certification, do it. I went back for my APR, my accreditation in public relations, which is like a CPA, but for PR people. I went back and did that, I probably guess about 10, 12, 15 years ago. Very proud of it to have that. It definitely raises you kind of above the level. And when you are working with people, whether it's on your resume or you're giving recommendations and advice to the C-suite, you have that credibility. Right. The same went for me going back for my master's, right? I went back, I got my MBA in my 40s. Absolutely a better marketer and a better business person and a better manager and leader because of that expertise that I gained through my MBA. So the one thing maximizing your potential is never stop learning. Yeah. If anyone gives you the opportunity or take the initiative, and I think you guys will agree with me, right? Certifications weren't a big thing when we were going through school or
Getting through was the objective.
We're both from the journalism field. Certifications never.
Oh, I see. That's great. Right. C's get degrees. So, right. So, and I was one of those people too, might I add. But yeah, you're totally correct. I think the certifications that are out there today are amazing. You could learn so much to advance your skill set, to show someone that you're really dedicated and passionate about a subject matter, become a subject matter expert. I think that's really how you maximize your potential. And then giving back. I think I've always become, for one, I've been volunteering since I was 16 years old. And if you can't afford the funds maybe to donate to a charity, volunteer. There's always charities and nonprofits that can use your help to give back. And so I feel that's also made me a better manager, a better leader, a better, team player.
Sure. You can maximize your potential by helping other people maximize theirs.
Absolutely.
Which is why David sits next to me on this show.
Oh, is that why it rubs off?
It rubs off.
Yeah.
Philip Alia, Montrose Environmental Group. Thanks so much for making the time today.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me, David.
Yep, it was
great seeing you. It's been a long time.
Likewise.
So thank you for having me.
And that'll do it for this edition of Maximizing Your Potential. We'll see you next time right here on the Daily News Network.